Stampers, Deb Valder here, your Fun Stampers Journey Coach, and today I'm going to show you how to do this really fun card using our Magical Journey collection. It's a collection of just a lot of fun stuff. We have papers, we have stamps. These are the papers that I did in a previous blog post and or in a YouTube video, and using our Magical Journey paper along with some of our stamps and dies, some of our Magical Journey twine, and some of our Magical Journey sparkle tape. Just absolutely love it. And this stamp is part of that collection, along with, let me just show you a couple of others. Oh yes, I gotta show you these too. See all these cute little candy dots? They are just adorable, absolutely adorable. They're in that collection. We also have this little collection right here. Doesn't that look like the mine train? It's just so cute. And then here is a little castle with some of that paper behind it. Beautiful, beautiful card. And then we also have When You Wish Upon a Star. Doesn't that sound familiar? And a lot of our Journey media on this card right here. So there's a lot you can do with that collection. Make sure you check it out. It's in our mini catalog, and it's just an adorable little set. I have been making these non-stop. This one right here is the same, but it's different. I added some sparkle dust to it, or the Journey cuts to it. Those are the larger of our glitters. And for this one right here, I used the perforations in the clouds. So there's a lot of things that you can do with this. Just have fun with it. And I've just been making card after card after card after card. I just love this collection. And then I also used it on my calendar, which you will be seeing that project shortly. But this is my calendar, and I used this to go along with it, this little hot air balloon thing. All right, so I used, like I was telling you, the cloud dies. I used the regular ones, and then on that one I also used the piercing elements. And then this is the stamp set that I used. It's called Growing Up. And I also used on my card over here part of this same set, which is right here. Growing Old is mandatory, but Growing Up is optional. I absolutely love that. And then this one I fit right inside this hot air balloon. And that's the nice thing about this, is every single one of these sayings fits right inside that balloon. Totally cool. Totally a good card. All right, so let me bring in my my grid paper, and let's get started. I started off with a piece of cardstock that is 11 by 4 1/4. Folded it in half to get your. I folded it at 5 1/2, so that gives you a 5 1/2 by 4 1/4 inch card. All right, and then I took my background, and of course I don't ever just plop it on there. I just cut it out, and I'm going to use that with something else. So I'm going to use my Easy Glide to attach that, and I just need a little bit on each corner. I don't need a whole lot of this. I'll just put one in the middle just to be sure. All right, and then we'll just add it to our card. Super simple so far, correct? All righty, and getting it nice and straight. There we go. All right, and then I just added my Pool Play cardstock right over the top. See, that's why you don't need that piece right there. First of all, it saves on bulk, so it's not going to be as heavy in the mail. And also, you can use that. Why waste all that paper when you're not going to see it? All right. So I pre-cut a lot of my clouds for you, and of course, when I have it out, I do a whole lot of them. So these will go in my little box. So I have a bunch of them left to play with when I need to. All right, so let me show you how I did the hot air balloon. I'm going to take just an old block. All right, you don't want to use the grid side. If you're going to use your good blocks, don't use the grid side, because you don't want all the reinkers to go on the inside. And I just took a bunch of colors. Now remember to shake them before you use them. It's just like oil and vinegar. They don't mix until you shake them up. Okay, just take your reinkers. All right. And you can put as many colors down as you want. I'm not going to put too many, just because I don't want it to get all muddy. Alright, and then here's this. Alright, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take just a little bit of my Fusion Blender and just put a dot in the middle of each color, and that's going to make it spread out just a little bit. Alright, and now the fun begins. You can take, oh, I need some scrap paper too. Okay. So you can take and do a lot of these at a time. Don't worry if you go outside the box, because I need my black here. You'll see why in just a moment. My black ink. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to ink this up so that just the top of it is inked. All right, and then I'm going to move that aside, and I'm going to take my black and just ink up the house. All right, just like that. And then, like I said, if it gets to be like it's too, I'm just going to take a little bit off, and then just stamp it down here and let it dry. So now I'm going to go back in and do it again, because I don't want to waste all of these reinkers. So I would have a lot of ink, or I would have a lot of these done and cut them out ahead of time, so that you have some to play with. And I've got a bunch of them over here already done, ready to dry, because you do need to let this dry just a little bit, and then you're good to go. So now I'm just going to stamp this one right here. Isn't that beautiful? And when they dry so much lighter. Totally cool. All right, let me just clean this one off to start with. I'll get my real cleaning tools out in just a minute, but just wanted to get the majority of that off. And then all you do is clean this off with our cleaner, and we're good to go. Here it is right here. All right, so we're just going to clean that off. See how easy that is? And then I'll clean off my stamp. I just sprayed it with our cleaner, and then we're good to go. All right, so there's that. Now I'm going to let this one dry. I do have one that's completely done and dried, so I'm going to bring that in, and you can use whatever colors you want. All right, bring back in my black ink and my saying from that same stamp set. All right, and like I said, these sayings fit so perfectly inside our hot air, or inside our balloon, that it's just a fun thing to work with. All right, so there's my words. Isn't that so cute? All right, now what I'm going to do is to take, and let's bring this back in so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to take this and I'm going to put my journey squares on here. I'm going to put one big one here, one big one here, and then because this little house is so adorably cute, I'm going to put one right there. So I got two big ones and a little one. That's all you need. You don't need overkill. It's not going to sink in. And we're going to take and just put it, I'm going to pretend it's blowing in the wind, so I'm going to put it off at an angle just a little bit, and then I'm going to get some of my clouds. So for this one, I want to take and I want to put it down here at the bottom, underneath my house. I think I'll put it like right there, because that shows that the house is going in the air. The balloon is up in the air. This one I'll just put a little bit of adhesive over here on the side, so it looks like it's on the cloud there. And then I'll put one down here. I'll take one of my big Journey foam squares, take one of my clouds, and I could put a whole cloudy day up there, because you know I've got a whole bunch of them. But I think I'll just stop right here and not do overkill, and just put that one right there. Now the last thing that we need to do, we need to get our little Journey craft glue. I'm going to put just a couple of dots, just to give it some, one or two of them down here. There we go. All right, and then I'm going to grab my sequins. Okay, these are the blue sky sequins, and they come in different sizes, so I'm just going to take and scatter them out here and see what colors and what sizes I want. So this one decided he wanted to come. All right, I'll put a blue one up there too, and then I'm going to put a small one up there. Here's a small one right here. Okay, and you just lay them on there and let the glue dry. All right, you don't have to smush them down. Put a big one here, and let's take a small one and put it right here. And how simple was that? Oops, we got one more thing. I'm going to get my, this is just my Journey white thread right here, the whipped cream thread, and I'm just going to grab one of my mini glue dots here. And take my little bow and finish it off. So that way there, if the two of these meet and they don't come out perfectly okay, let me grab my scissors, just trim off this end right here. And if they don't come out perfectly okay, you're okay. All right? So, isn't that cute? Fast, adorable, and very cute. All right? I hope you enjoyed my post for today. If you have any questions, let me know. Hop on over to my blog and you can see all the details. Take care and have a great day.